Hi there, this is just a quick video just to let you know what Harry's been up to today. I really wanted to do a film showing the construction of the CNC cage, but Harry got a day off work and he's managed to do it for us today. But I'm going to do another video with Harry and he's going to just tell you a little bit about some do's and don'ts he's found out with doing the CNC cage, and some like little ideas that will make it a bit easier. But tonight, my job, and apologies for whispering, but our little man's in bed, and because it's still a big secret about getting the guinea pigs, I don't want him to find out. My job tonight is to construct this huge sheet of coroplast into the liner for the guinea pig cage. So basically I'll just film this bit now. I'll do the first stage of the marking out and then I'll show you again. Sorry this is not going to be that great, but this is my first video. Thank you. So what I've done now is just lifted the cage over the coroplast just so I can have a little look without doing measurements, just to see how it's going to fit, because at this end, if you can see, the solid wall is going to be here. So there's going to be like a recessed area under that top piece of cage. I really would like the sides to go up high because I want that to give that a real cosy feel. And along the sides I want them to be as high as possible. And I think that's probably where I need it to be. Okay, so I've took a pencil and I've just scored all the way around the outside of where the cage is. And then I'm going to take a craft knife and score on the inside of the line, because I've got to allow that this has got to go inside the cage rather than on the outside, and just see how I get on with that. Okay, I've scored the line and cut it with a craft knife, and if you see, I can't get my finger in it, I've just gone through the first layer of corrugation but not into the deep layer, the second layer. So hopefully we should be able to fold it into the shape required. One thing I'd definitely say is make sure you've got enough space to do this, because this is a not too badly sized room, but I feel really cramped because I've obviously got my cage over there and the board here. But yeah, I've just tested each side, folded the back end, and it seems like it's going to work. So now I'm just going to cut down here to see if I can try and make the box shape. Okay, so I've assembled the back end. I'm hoping that the height of the back wall there is going to be the height of one of the grids, because I want to try and make that bit a cosy nook. Just got this end to fold, but I think I'm going to wait till I get that inside the cage and hopefully be able to see better what I'm doing, because it's a bit difficult looking at the grids on top of grids. So I've managed to get it in, but I haven't sealed this end of the coroplast, because although I don't think you can tell on the video very well because it's a bit dark in here, it's a little bit grubby. So I want to clean that before I stick and seal it, because I can't be living with looking at grubby finger marks on it. So anyway, that's the base area, and then the next little area is to do at the top here for the bedroom feeding area. And as you can see, Harry has created, sorry I'm not very good at this, where is it, a little hole here for them to go through. We'll be able to see that a bit better I think when we get the flooring in there. Okay, the base area is virtually ready. I'm just waiting for it to dry off a little bit before I tape this end that you can see that I've left loose. Here's my second sheet of coroplast with an unfortunate crease through the middle. Because they are so large, I think they're 5 by 8 foot I believe, they're difficult to get in a car, so we had to fold it in half, but never mind, it won't show when we get going. Right, so I'm going to measure out now for the top bedroom area, feeding area. Okay, apologies again for the quiet talking, but my son's in bed, and as we know that this is a Christmas surprise for him. Okay, so we're in the conservatory doing this in the quiet, and it's now started to rain, so it's making it a little bit more difficult to hear. Okay, Okay, what I've done now is I've cut out the loft area, which is made up of 2 by 2 of the grids, and I've wanted to put a high side round right down the bottom. From reading up on this, it seems it's better if you have high sides on the feeding bedroom area because they're likely to kick hay everywhere. So what I've done is I've marked 70 centimetres square cube in the middle and scored on the inside of it. And a little tip, what I've found is that, because this is obviously corrugated, if you can see that there's grooves, and it's easier to do the things that you need to cut or score all the way through on that way rather than going against the grain like this one. So these ones are just scored to be folded and here, but on this corner, which is going to be folded back, I've cut through. It's much easier, so that's just a little note for anybody wanting to do this. Another thing to say is when folding it into the cube shape, I'm going to try and keep like the excess outside flaps on the outside so that the inside is quite smooth, so there's no little tail ends for the little piggies to nibble on. Okay, so I've got to the stage where I'm going to slide it in, and I've just remembered about the little door hole just there. So I'm going to need to cut an area there. I think I'm actually going to push it in and cut it while it's in there. Okay, I've put the liner in the top box. It's not too bad for my first attempt. I've got to get some more clips and do some more taping of it. But to be honest with you, I'm about shattered tonight, so I'm going to give it a rest. And I don't want to make too much noise and wake Jake up. Yeah, so that's the first step anyway. So now we've only got, what's today, Tuesday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 more sleeps until we become guinea pig owners.